Hello and welcome to the history of movie theaters and drive-ins for the Oklahoma City area for 1940 to 1959. (1940) The Penn Theater opens on June 13th. (1941) The Bison Theater opens on February 2nd with the same design as the Mayflower Theater. The Rodeo Theater starts to place ads in the newspapers in February. The Uptown Theater opens on February 6th. The Redskin Theater opened on August 6th. The Circle Theater becomes the Capitol Theater on December 25th. 1942. The Boomer Theater in Norman is opened by the Griffith Amusements Company. 1943. The Isis Theater is last mentioned in the newspapers. 1944. Barton Theaters opens the Skitron Theater in Midwest City in late October. The Center Theater in El Reno is opened by Griffith Theaters on December 1st. The El Caro Theater in El Reno is closed by Griffith Theaters. 1946. The Will Rogers Theater is opened by Griffith Theaters on September 18th. The Nob Hill Theater is opened by Barton Theaters on October 10th. The Moore Theater in Moore opens on October 18th. The Plaza Theater reopens on November 13th after remodeling. Griffith Theaters opens the May Theater on November 25th. 1947. The Home Theater is opened on February 24th on the site of the Home State Life Insurance Building. The Agnew Theater is opened by Griffith Theaters on March 28th. The Odom Drive-In Theater is opened by Barton Theaters on June 2nd. The Northwest Highway Drive-In also opens on July 2nd. The East Side Theater is opened for the Afro-Americans on December 17th. The Center Theater opens on December 25th. The New Boomer Theater in Norman is opened by Griffith Amusements Company. 1948. The Cooper Foundation takes over the Warner Theaters in the area. The BG Auto Theater in Del City opens on May 8th. The Riverside Drive-In in Norman opens on May 21st. The Skyview Drive-In opened on June 12th. The Fair Park Drive-In opens for the Afro-Americans on July 17th. Barton Theaters opens the Tinker Drive-In in Midwest City on August 10th. The Sooner Theater opens on October 8th. The Old Boomer Theater in Norman closes. The Campus Theater in Norman closes. (1949) Griffith Theaters becomes the Video Independent Theaters. The Odom Drive-In is renamed by Barton Theaters as the 77 Drive-In on March 10th. The BG Auto in Del City is renamed the Del City Drive-In in the spring. Barton Theaters opens the Del City Theater on September 23rd. The Lakeside Theater opens on November 17th. The West End Theater reopens on November 23rd. 1950. Cooper Foundation renames the Victoria Theatre as the Vogue Theatre on January 24 for a live production and Back to Victoria Again. The Log Cabin Theatre reopens as the Frontier Theatre on March 20th. The Circle Drive-In opened on April 2nd. The Lake Air Drive-In in Bethany opens on April 18th. The Rancho Drive-In at Norman opened on June 30th. The Airline Drive-In is opened by Barton Theaters on July 9th. The Cinema 66 Drive-In is opened by Barton Theaters on August 6th. The Twilight Drive-In is opened by Video Independent Theaters on September 29th. The Gaiety Theatre closes. (1951) The Liberty Theatre is reopened by Cooper Theaters as the Harbor Theatre on July 1st. The Chieftain Theatre is opened by Barton Theaters on August 30th. The Home Theatre closes. (1952) The Balmer Drive-In in Midwest City is opened by Barton Theaters on May 23rd. 1953 These theaters closed in 1953. (1956)
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cinerama.
Cinerama arrived at the Warner Theatre on May 21st. These theaters closed in 1956. 1957. The Wagon Wheel Theater opens in the Frontier City Amusement Park. The Frontier and the Ritz Theaters closes. 1958. The Agnew Theater is closed by Video Independent Theaters. 1959. The Harbor Theater is reopened as the Cooper Theater on June 19. The Penn Theater closes. Thanks for watching and remember to like and subscribe.